Welcome into the Brick Lane pregame show. I'm Andrew Henderson, joined by Ed Wyatt, and today we have Game 1 of the Continental Cup between the Killer Bees and the Melbourne Aces. And Ed, if it was anything like last series, we're in for a good one.
Yeah, that was exciting. What's not to like about that one? The Aces get 3 wins, average 10 runs per game. We saw some great performances. Dario Gomez with 3 home runs might have unearthed a young star in Addison Bishop-Warren, 4 for 7 and a home run. Of course, we can't forget the familiar faces, Aaron Whitefield, Chris Burke, Jared Belvin, and there is another familiar face in the lineup tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ace Daryl George is back in the lineup for the first time since last season. He had been nursing an injury, did not go to Korea with the team, did not play last week, but we saw him on the bench. He was getting into it, having a great time. He has been itching to get back, and the moment is now. We are so excited.
Wait to hear the applause for him when he comes out to bat the first time. Also need to mention Lewis Thorp will be on the mound tonight. He had a great outing a couple of weeks ago. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. Had to leave with a little finger complaint, but he can do it all. He's been in the big leagues. He's pitched around the world. He'll be great.
Now on the other end for the Killer Bees, they are loaded with talent, starting with their starting pitcher, Jamison Hill, who just 2 seasons ago was in AAA for the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. What about the anchor of their offense in the infield, Tillman Pugh? He was drafted by the New York Mets and has played 14 seasons of professional baseball. It's going to be electric. But first, fans, remember, we are doing a giveaway for a Greg Bird signed baseball. All you have to do is subscribe to Aces TV, the YouTube channel, and comment tonight and throughout the weekend on Aces Fan Zone. Leave a question for Ed and I, and we will pick one random winner. But Ed might just steal it himself.
That's a lot of pressure. I might have to submit a question.
We might just have to steal this and bring this home. But once again, a signed Greg Bird baseball for one of you subscribers. All right, we're going to send it up to the booth in a moment. Game 1 of the Continental Cup between the Killer Bees and the Aces. Welcome into Melbourne Ballpark. Fireworks Friday, a clear and warm night, and some unbelievable talent on the field for both sides. What more could you ask for, Ed? It's Series 2 of the 2025-2026 International Baseball Showdown. The Continental Cup had a packed crowd for the Melbourne Aces and the Killer Bees. Thank you so much for joining. To all you American viewers, it's past midnight.
Go to bed. No, don't. Stay up and watch and listen. About 29 degrees here at the ballpark. We saw some great drone shots, and you can see the parking. And one of the things, I was speaking with Aces GM Justin Huber, people were starting to park up the street. There's like so many people coming here, and you see the exterior of this ballpark that has been renovated so beautifully over the years by Brett Ralph and his team, Mick Wern and the crew. So yeah, this is going to be great. We had a great series 2 weeks ago, and we're looking for another one.
Last Friday, fireworks. 2 weeks ago in the Southern Stars and Stripes Field, there were early fireworks. Balls were just flying out of the yard. The wind was blowing out towards left. A little less wind tonight. Let's talk about tonight's umpires. At home plate, it's Casey Cook. First, Josh Matavesi. Second, Jeff Dunn. And third, Neil Douglas.
Last time we saw Casey Cook, I remember he had a fairly tight strike zone. So it'll be very interesting to see if he follows that pattern again tonight.
He did, and Ed, you said you knew him personally, so I don't know. Have you ever taken him out to a steak dinner to maybe make the strike zone a little bigger?
Now, Jeff Dunn's my guy. I know him much better than I know Casey. But Casey's a good man, too. And that certainly wasn't a negative comment. It was just the reality of it. He had a very, very tight strike zone.
Here come the Aces. Let's talk about tonight's starting lineup. And it's Daryl George returning for the Aces. Talked about it early on in the pregame show. Leading off is Aaron Whitefield, who had a very sneaky series 2 weeks ago, tripling to lead off game 1. Dario Gomez, yes, he hit 3 home runs in 3 games.
There he
is. Ed, take it over.
The man, Mr. Ace, Daryl George, rehabbing an injury. He is back.
Ulrich Bojarski, and when he hits a homer, it's a Bojo bomb. We are ready for many more of those all summer long. Jared Belvin steady as ever at the first base position. He had a really good showing in the KBO Fall League.
Luke Napleton has caught every game here at home for the Aces. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. He has been a great backstop. Morgan McCullough got into one 2 Friday nights ago deep to right center field. And here is Jaden Kim, his first appearance with the Aces. He is signed in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. And Ed, what can you say about Addison Bishop Warren?
Wow, he was something special, wasn't it? As we look at the man on the mound, Lewis Thorp, the big left-hander who, as I mentioned in the pregame, 2 2/3 innings in the last series, only allowed 1 run. There is that drone shot I was telling you about, Andrew. Beautiful shot of this ballpark. And you can see some of the Little League kids down there at first base. And the crowd starting to file in on a Friday. Always a little bit of a late arriving crowd on a Friday night because of traffic and work and things like that. But we are anticipating a pretty big crowd tonight.
The southpaw Lewis Thorp, born and raised in Melbourne. He pitched Game 1 of the Southern Stars and Stripes Shield. Went 2 2/3, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. But Ed, he left with a little injury.
We picked that up actually on the broadcast. Just looked like he was sort of playing with his thumb, his hand. There was a little bit of a something that just bothered him on that left hand, so he was taken out of the game.
And there are the Killer Bees, and if you were wondering about them, they hail from the state of Philadelphia in the United States. From the Yinzer Pro League, their order goes as follows: Tyler Williams, Evan Alexander, Tillman Pugh. Cleaning up is Justin Gideon, Jalen Smith, Angelo Pahia, Jordan Sickett, Eddie Milian, and Joey Vidiello. We'll talk more about their starter, who has plenty of accolades in pro baseball, Jamison Hill, on the other end. But here we go. Series 2 of the International Baseball Showdown, the Continental Cup. It's Thorp versus Williams.
Tyler Williams, Arkansas Little Rock, where he hit .304, 29 home runs, played last year. Indie ball in Hagerstown, .293. with 10 home runs and 40 runs batted in. So he does have some pop.
He does. He played 5 college seasons at Arkansas Little Rock.
You can do that now.
Yes, you can. Hit .304, 29 bombs. Flares one to shallow right field. Belvin makes a tough catch.
He has been so good in the field, hasn't he?
He is truly a special athlete. He can play at third base. He can play at second. He can play at first. And anything in that area is Belvin territory.
Yeah, he had a superb series in the field, especially against the Black Sox.
Now batting is Evan Alexander with 1 down. He was drafted out of high school to the New York Yankees back in 2016.
Played some indie ball last 3 years, Lancaster and Winnipeg last season. Just for people listening, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Lancaster, California. Little variation.
I didn't know there was a Lancaster in California. There you go. That's already one tip from Ed early on.
I've started already. I can't help myself, Andrew.
So, Ed, I noticed something. In the last series the Aces had versus the Black Sox, there were a lot of right-handed hitters. But it might be tougher for these lefties to get going against the arm angle of Lewis Thorp. Upstairs, hitters count 3-1.
Had some really erratic weather in that last series. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful night tonight. Just cooling down. 31, I think.
Broken back, ground ball up the middle. Here comes Kim. Bare hand, but it's not in time. Evan Alexander beats it out for an infield single. And that bat is history, Ed.
Oh, you can see on the replay, that thing just splits in half. Took a little hop on the mound. It's actually a really nice bare hand from Kim, but the ball slowed down after it hit the mound. It wasn't able to get it over there in time, but he barehanded it beautifully.
We'll talk more about Kim when he's up at the plate for the Aces, but yes, he is known for his glove at shortstop, and already early on we can see his defensive ability. 1 out for Tillman Pugh. High and deep to right field. Bojo going back, and that ball is gone. A monster home run by Tillman Pugh.
Well, we knew he had power. We knew he had experience. He's drafted by the Mariners way back in 2009. 11 seasons of indie ball, 3 seasons in the minors. Can play, can hit, and you certainly saw it right there.
He knew it, too. Had to pause, look at it, evaluate it, enjoy it, and the little bat flip. Wow.
Very similar. Remember how the last series started, Andrew?
It did. The last series started with a home run for the opposing team, but Thorp was able to battle back.
Yes,
that's
correct.
the thing.
Correct.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Gideon. Justin Gideon, the native of Canada. Gideon up the middle, fielded by Thorp. The toss and out number 2.
Hit hard, fielded really well by Thorp. Get a quick look at that home run again. Bang, just off the back foot. You can just see the power behind that.
Where did it land?
There's the bat flip. We give that a 7.5 on the Korean scale.
Oh, the Korean bat flips.
They
and
love
the Japanese bat flips.
They love it.
They're a little more smooth, I would say. But that one was pretty good from Tillman Pugh, the veteran. Jalen Smith with 2 down, the shortstop. Grounds 1 to third, fielded by George. George fires and picked on the other end. That'll end the first, but not before the Killer Bees strike on the 2-run blast of Tillman Pugh. We're headed to the home half of the inning.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Bottom of the first in the Continental Cup Game 1, and the Aces have some work to do.
Already. You know, it was a big play to end that inning. Darryl George has been out of the game for a while. His ground ball hit right, too. And that's a big play. It's a tough play for him. As we look at the crowd, good crowd piling in, as we mentioned.
And George will be batting third this inning.
Yes.
And someone told me before I arrived in Melbourne, they said, wait till you hear the crowd reaction when Darryl George comes up to the plate. And I'm getting to see it for the first time. It's going to be exciting. George will be facing on the mound Jamison Hill.
Should probably set the lineup as well. In left field, Tyler Williams, Evan Alexander in center, Justin Gideon in right, Vitiello at third, Jalen Smith short, Tillman Pugh hit the home run at second, Ed Milian at first, and Jordan Sickett behind the plate.
Jamison Hill from San Diego, California. Played his college ball at Fresno State, spent 4 years there. And then he had 4 minor league seasons with the Arizona Diamondbacks starting in 2021. He made an appearance in AAA in just 2024. Yes. With the Reno Aces. Whitey shows bunt, as always, on the first pitch, but decides to no-go. It's ball 1.
And now he'll swing at this one.
Something like that. Whitefield not afraid to attack early.
It was 5 for 13 in that last series. Triple at a sacrifice fly as well.
Whitefield hit .348 in the KBO Fall League. Got on base at nearly a 500 clip. Down the line, foul by an inch.
Centimeter.
Centimeter.
It's the metric system.
Don't know what system we're on. See, Ed, it says 370 in center field, huh?
It's true.
So I got you there.
The weirdest thing is when I first started watching Australian golf and they were talking about distance to the hole, they do it in meters.
Oh.
I'm like, no, you can't do that in meters. You can't. You can't. It's golf.
Whitefield, hard hit to shortstop. It gets through. Whitefield takes a huge turn around first. It's a leadoff single for the Aces.
That's the Whitey we know and love. Starting off with a single.
And the Whitey we know and love also takes those huge turns around first, looking to get two, but those outfielders know who they're dealing with. You're never safe with Aaron Whitefield. And you're also never safe with Dario Gomez, who steps in from the right-hand side. Playing left field tonight, he hit 3 home runs in the last home series. Chopped foul.
Very low-key guy, too, as well. We talked to him after the game, and he was very, humble, and there was no me. I probably would have gone, yeah, I hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, I was a triple away from the cycle, which he was that night.
That's right.
I was a triple away from the cycle.
Yeah.
Let's talk about me, but no, he is, I would say the word for Gomez is grounded.
Yeah.
Whitefield led the team, the Aces, in stolen bases during the KBO Fall League with 6 of them. Expect him to make some noise. One to Gomez.
Brought some heat on that one.
Two and two. What I liked about Dario Gomez in his interview over the weekend is the fact that he shouted out the Pioneer League, the independent league he played for, and he said there are a lot of underrated players in independent American baseball, which is so good because we've seen it so far in the International Baseball Showdown. Doesn't matter what level you play at. As we get a 2-2, hard hit to third. That could be extra bases. Whitefield to third. Here comes Gomez cruising into second. And the Aces have 2 on with no one out in the first.
Double there for Dario Gomez, gets into second. Whitefield to third. One out for the Aces.
Look at Gomez here, ready to hit. Bang, right down.
Daryl George.
I've missed that song.
How could you not be romantic about baseball? You heard the walk-up song. You heard the fans. Mr. Ace is back. It's his 15th season with the club. Most career games played for the Aces at 392. Most home runs at 44 and most hits at 373, and he has 2 runners in scoring position.
So good to see him back. Obviously, take a little time for him to work his way back into game shape in terms of seeing live pitching and things like that. But he's a pro. He's experienced. Still, he won't be long out of the game.
Tapped to third base. That's going to score Whitefield. The throw is high. Moving to third is Gomez. It's an RBI for Daryl George.
Whitefield in time for a run to Melbourne Aces. Dario Gomez to third. Daryl George to first. Great work there by your Melbourne Aces. 2-1.
Not sure yet. That could be an E5 over there at third from Vitiello.
Stepping into the batter's box now for Melbourne Aces.
I think it probably is, and that looks like that has been the decision made, Andrew.
Runners at the corners for Ulrich Bojarski. Bojarski takes a healthy hack first pitch. And into the parking lot.
That was a healthy hack, but most of his hacks are healthy.
I think it was Darryl George who called him Captain America, Ulrich Bojarski. He is a big man and has lots of power.
Wouldn't he be Captain South Africa?
Yes, good point. He hails from East London, South Africa.
I'm trying to nitpick, but you know. I mean. Nice job of framing there by Sickett. Very nice work.
Hill takes a long pause, 1-2 coming. Big spot. Runners on the corners, no one out. And a good block from Sickett. But Darryl George will take second. He looks in game shape to me, Ed.
Didn't take long, did it?
Count runs full, and if you think about it this way, Hill spent his time in the minor leagues for the Diamondbacks. Bojarski spent 5 years with the Detroit Tigers, so it's a little Diamondbacks-Tigers matchup if you go about it that way. And do you think, Ed, with first base being open, that was almost the play there from Hill to just not give anything in the zone?
We saw that a lot in that last series, didn't we? And I think with a hitter like Bojarski, you're probably right. Not that Belbin is an easier hitter by any means, but Bojarski's got that power. So Jamison Hill in a bit of a bind here in the first inning.
And with the way that the Aces lineup has been swinging it, there's no break. You go straight from Bojarski to Belbin, who was 2 for 5 in Saturday's game 2 weeks ago against the Black Sox.
Yeah, and then you go a couple more down to McCullough, who was 4 for 8 with a home run and 5 walks.
When you have McCullough hitting 7, that's something.
I agree.
Belbin was looking for something hard, got the soft stuff. Now it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's a big batter here. If he can induce a double play or get one out or cut the run off at home, it can maybe stop that potential big inning.
Got him on the off speed again. Now, does he go back with it here?
Great question. I was just thinking that myself.
And I was thinking, hey, typically with no one on base, you throw that in the dirt. But with the runner on third, you might not want to risk it, and Hill might go right back in the zone. Cloudy night, but we do have some sun peeking through right now.
Yeah, field actually bathed in sunshine right now.
Belbin smokes one foul towards the right side.
Yeah, he was all over that, just a bit ahead of it.
Belbin, 25 years old, born and raised here in Melbourne. Hill looking for his first out of the night. Belbin was born here, but he did go to America to play his college ball, Campbell University, in 2022 and 2023. He spent 2 seasons in the Seattle Mariners organization as well. 2-2. Count runs full, and there is nowhere to put him.
Yeah, Hill was in the commanding position. Now he finds himself needing to throw a strike. Belbin should be ready.
Gomez on third, George on second. Bojarski on first. Ball 4, that will walk in a run, and the game is tied.
Wow.
That'll prompt a mound visit.
Yeah, not the way you want to start a game, that's for sure. Still no outs, bases loaded.
We said it, the Aces had some work to do. This is the exact way you want to bounce back after that Tillman Pugh shot to right field.
This qualifies as work, doesn't it? They're getting it done.
Once again, another great crowd on a Friday night at Melbourne Ballpark, Series 2 of the 2025-2026 International Baseball Showdown. The first of its kind.
Continental Cup on the line, of course.
We showed shots of it in the pregame show, the Brick Lane pregame show. It is a beauty. Napleton takes a ball 1-0. Napleton, a native of Chicago, Illinois, played college ball at the University of Louisville. And a lucky fan. And he goes and runs away with it. He doesn't celebrate. Maybe going back to his boys over there in the kids area. 1-1.
It's a good pitch from Hill right there.
Napleton in 2025 actually played 16 total games in A-ball and high A-ball for the Minnesota Twins before transferring to independent baseball. He'll take one in, and the count evens. Morgan McCullough on deck. High to right center field. Towards the track, it's extra bases. Darryl George will score, Bojarski will score, and Belbin tripped at second and will stay there. So a very odd 2 RBI single that somehow goes all the way to the wall.
We'll get a look at that. It was hit really well. Always a bit deceptive in this ballpark, as we've mentioned before, but Napleton got all of that right in the gap between center and right. And you can just see Belbin on the left of your screen just slipped as he was rounding second and had to hold up.
So the Aces a 2-run lead. Runners at first and second. Still no one out. I can't say I've seen a single that goes all the way to the wall. I mean, you see it at Fenway Park a lot when you hit one directly off the green monster.
Yeah, it's rare for sure.
Very rare.
Yeah. I mean, you hit that shot, you're thinking 2 if you're Napleton.
And if you're Whitefield, you're thinking 3.
3, yeah, that's right.
Well, here we go. We talked about it a few moments ago. You think, oh, you get down to the 7th spot in the order, you have a break, you can breathe. Nope, you have Morgan McCullough, who has been swinging the stick.
Yeah, so 4 hits and 5 walks in that series with 2 stolen bases as well. Just a good, solid ball player.
So Hill still struggling to find the zone.
Now this would be a worry if you're the Killer Bees at the moment. You've got an experienced, good pitcher out there, and he's really battling right now. You certainly don't want to yank him in the first inning. That would be disastrous.
Ball 4. It is the 3rd walk surrendered by Hill. And remember, fans, head to the Aces fan zone. You can vote for player of the game, ask Ed and I questions. And also, you can be entered in the Greg Bird signed baseball giveaway. But to do that, remember to subscribe to the channel, Aces TV. Hit that subscribe button, and then go leave a comment in the Aces fan zone for us. We will be picking a lucky winner throughout the weekend. And yep, there is some activity early on for the Killer Bees. An absolute disaster if you're manager Utah Okazaki. It's high hit, foul.
That brings up Jaden Kim. Good story. 19-year-old playing in the Pirates rookie system. His dad, of course, David. First Australian to play in the KBO. David Kim, just saw him before the game. He's pretty low-key about it. Obviously, the guy's been around baseball all his life.
Kim will take one for a strike in near the hands. Kim was born in Korea, in Goyang, but he moved to Victoria in 2021. And during that, he played for the Sandringham Baseball Club. Ball one. Kim is in the Pirates organization. Yes. Plays rookie ball in the Dominican Summer League in 2024 and 2025. So a talented young prospect. Time is called.
I think maybe those flies getting in his face. We were down there before doing our pregame, and they were all over the place. You used to the flies yet?
How many were on you?
Oh, I don't know, 100?
Yeah, I don't know, 5 on my face at once.
Something you have to get used to, try to. There's a look at the Killer Bees bullpen.
Swung on and missed, so Hill picks up a strikeout for out number 1 of the first. Hill will face Addison Bishop Warren, playing designated hitter tonight. He gets a big ovation. 4 for 8 last series, 1 home run, and 6 runs batted in his Aces debut. And as we saw all last weekend, coming up hacking on the first pitch.
Not afraid to swing.
He as well, much like Jaden Kim, Addison Bishop Warren is also 19 years old. Oh, and 2. So Hill not messing around, Ed, with the bottom of the order. He's just giving him fastball and saying, catch up. High and foul towards the Aces hitting and bullpen facilities. And Ed, on that note, it was announced the 5th series of the International Baseball Showdown, the Aces v. Hanwha Sky Battle.
Yeah, great. We've seen them the last couple of years. It can be so much fun to see them again, fresh off of an appearance in the Korean series.
Bishop Warren fouls it back to the plate, and Hanwha helped aid in those facilities when they came down here the last few years, and that's why I mention it with the foul ball going that direction. But had one of their best years, actually their best year since 2006. As that baseball might be stuck forever. Who wants to go climb on the roof? 0-2 to Bishop Warren. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Hill. 2 outs, and now he'll face Aaron Whitefield again at the top of the lineup.
And our scorecard's already messed up from the first inning.
I was hoping for a clean one tonight.
Wow.
It was one of those days, Ed, where we have a question. We'll get to that in a second, but I was already writing with sloppy handwriting. And now our scorecard's getting messy. Okay, from Connor, thanks for asking, why does Aaron Whitefield have a light blue helmet? Did he get that from a previous team? I've always wondered the same thing, and I will ask him after tonight's game.
Yeah, it seemed to me this came up last year, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember the answer.
Aaron Whitefield towards left field, but it's caught. It was absolutely smoked into the glove of Tyler Williams. But the Aces strike big in the first. They get 4 and lead by 2 as we head to the second inning. Welcome back, everyone. Top of the second inning. 4-2 Aces lead in Game 1 of the Continental Cup. The Killer Bees coming all the way out from Pennsylvania in the United States. Members of the Yinzer Pro League, and the fans are doing the YMCA. I thought that was a Mariners hat for a second, but that was not. That has to be a Youth League hat. What do we think?
I think Sandringham might have the Mariners.
Sandringham.
Yeah. I've made that mistake before where I've gone up and said, hey, you're a blah, blah, blah fan. No, that's this team.
We're just casuals, Ed. They're like, look at you casuals.
Yeah, exactly.
First pitch is a strike to Angelo Pahia, tonight's designated hitter. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the order.
How about the team he plays for in Kentucky? The Florence Y'alls, as in how y'all doing?
I love it. A little excuse me swing, and it's 0-2. Angelo Pahia from Simpsonville, South Carolina. There is a South Carolina native on the Aces roster. It's actually Gunnar Kynes, who we might see during the series. It could be a battle of South Carolina very soon.
Sun's still out, as you can see on the field. Could make the outfield a little tricky, but we'll see.
Tries to work the inside corner, Thorp, but he's unable to. 2-2. It's 28 degrees Celsius. Almost no wind, which is so rare in Melbourne. Bahia pops one up. Shallow center field. And it's caught by Whitefield.
Good communication there between Whitefield and McCullough. McCullough going back. Whitey called him off, made the play. You know he's got that great range in center field.
I'll tell you, Ed, I was fooled. The whole way it looked like McCullough was grabbing that.
Yeah, you just sort of draw a line there. Whitefield covers the area. It's about, half of that center field area he covered, that whole outfield area.
First pitch swinging, Jordan Sickett, tonight's catcher.
He impressed me a little bit behind the plate already, just a small sample size, but his fielding and catching.
Called strike. Sickett has done most of his professional work in the Frontier League in the United States. He played for 3 different teams in 2023, including Quebec. In 2024, he played in the Atlantic League as he grounds one up the middle, and a diving Kim unable to snare it. It's a 1-out single.
He took that hop that made it difficult for Thorp to field. We'll get a look at that here. You can see he takes that bump off the mound, gets past Kim in the center field.
With one out, a runner aboard, it's Eddie Milione. Milione is a natural catcher, but tonight playing first base, as Sickett, of course, is behind the dish. To second base, and what a catch from Morgan McCullough.
That's an early play of the game candidate. Get a look at that again. Hard hit ball from Milione. Looked like it was going to get into right field for a hit, and there's Superman laying out, making the catch.
2 down for Joey Vitiello. Check in on first base.
Next up for the Philippines, Joey Vitiello. Let's get at her.
Right field going back is Bojarski, and he settles under it and makes the catch. A clean inning for Lewis Thorp. Bottom half of the second. Aces still lead by 2.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious, healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back, everyone. It was a silky smooth inning for Lewis Thorp. And now the Aces will have inning number 2 against Jamison Hill, who miraculously made it out of the first inning where it could have been worse, Ed. It could have been way worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Finished with 3 consecutive outs. Only giving up 4 runs, really, when the Aces could have done some serious damage.
The Aces already had 4 runs, still with the bases loaded and no one out. It could have been very well 6, 7, or 8-2. But we see this with pitchers all the time. They'll have a first inning that doesn't go their way. They can't find it. But as long as you escape and somehow stay in the game, there is a chance to always find your stuff, which is what Hill is looking for versus 2, 3, and 4 in the Aces order. Gomez, George, and Bojarski. Gomez doubled his last time up. As we see a couple Yankees jerseys in the crowd.
I didn't think they were allowed in here.
At least not for us.
No.
We're not Yankees guys at all. We'll just say it candidly here on the broadcast.
Yeah. I mean, grew up in Baltimore, right? So Orioles hate the Yankees, and then the Mariners and the Yankees have a real sort of rivalry. Gomez, George, Bojarski in this inning.
Gomez, high fly ball. It's going foul. And it is packed over there.
Looks great over by the All-Star bar. Look at that.
But again, when it gets stuck up there,
it's just like temptation, isn't it? Just kind of sitting there. People want to get it. How do we get it?
1-2 to Gomez. Jamison Hill, a rocky start, but again, he's a veteran. He's worked through minor league farm systems, going all the way up to AAA in 2024 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Nothing he hasn't seen before.
Yep.
towards us, foul. Above us. Lengthy at-bat from Gomez. 2-2. Let's do it again.
Staying alive.
Gomez, did he go? Yes, he did, according to Josh Matavesi at first. One down.
I thought he might have. I think that's the right call.
Coming in the left field, Melbourne Aces, George.
Daryl George, this is his quote. Quote, clubs have tried to poach me over the years, and I'm flattered that they've asked the question, but leaving Melbourne to play ball just never seemed right, end quote. He is the heart and soul of this franchise. He'll take strike one.
It is so good to see him back. Just kind of not the Aces without him here.
Made his debut in 2011. Ed, what were you doing in 2011?
I'm trying to remember if I was around then. There was a few years where, I would have probably been calling a couple of those games. Played out the showgrounds a couple of those years. You would have loved that ballpark. The where we called the game was offset a little bit from home plate.
I would have not loved that. With my OCD, no. George takes a big rip, 1-2.
It was a fun little ballpark, though. A lot of home runs flying out of it. You can see Bojarski and on deck.
George laces one into center field. Coming in is Williams. He cannot get there.
There we go. Welcome back. I know
George.
I know he's on the first time, but this is a legitimate single, not an error.
Next to bat for your Melbourne Aces, Bojarski.
Vintage Daryl George, just taking the ball right where it was pitched up the middle. Now here's Bojarski, 0-1.
Is that Motorhead, his walk-up song? I'll have to find out. It sounded like it.
Motorhead?
Yeah.
By who?
That's the name of the band.
Oh, it's the name of the band.
Yeah. I'll educate you.
Yeah, is it an older band?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I had no idea.
Big metal band.
Similar swing, similar result, 0-2.
Yeah, that's gone up high, hasn't he? Hill with those pitches. Interesting to see what he does here.
His fastball has been working, especially up in the zone.
Exactly.
Good ride on it, good carry.
Oh. There were a fair few hit batters in that last series. I'd say at least 4, maybe 5. Yeah, Will Hardy was hit twice, remember? So I think 5.
Will Hardy was a magnet. 1-2. Foul ground right side. And that one will, and it goes up on the net. It was about to land where a fan could catch it, and there you go. 4 of them. Good luck. Bojarski battles. Runner on first, 1 down. Hill tries the off speed to no avail. It's the fastball. That's been his pitch. After all these other pitches, he hasn't been able to find control. But you know that Bojarski's a good fastball hitter. So what do you go with? Your strength or their weakness? And he goes with the off speed and picks up his 4th punchy of the game.
Yeah, he settled down a bit.
So 1 pitch away from a clean inning. That would be monumental for Jamison Hill. But he'll have to go through Jared Belbin, who walked his first time up. Belbin rips one to second, but it's snared by Pugh. He gets up, throws to first, and it is a bounce-back inning for Jamison Hill. It's still 4-2 Aces as we are headed into the 3rd inning.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Welcome back, everyone. Game 1 of the Continental Cup between the Killer Bees and the Melbourne Aces. The Aces lead 4-2 in the top of the 3rd. Fireworks Friday. We're getting some early fireworks. The fans are loving it. Packed house. Again, I said it on the top of the broadcast. What more could you ask for?
Maybe a cold drink up here in the booth?
Good point. That's like a little SOS, Ed. It's the top of the order, Williams, Alexander, and Pugh.
I remember a couple of years ago we were doing a game and it was like 35. And for the last, as that's fouled down the third base line, for the last 3 innings, all I could think about was one of those cold Corona Ritas from down in the Aces bar.
And for you Americans, 35 Celsius, whatever that is, probably 90.
Yeah,
92,
close to 100.
Close to 100.
Yeah.
2-1 to Williams, who popped out his first time up. Again, the flies are getting to him. That might be Thorp's worst enemy. 2-2. Right to Kim at short. Throws, it's high, and Belbin cannot stay on the bag. So it looks to be an E6, and Williams on first to lead off the inning.
Yeah, fielded cleanly and just got away from it. First game with the big team here, the Aces. Not easy. He'll settle down.
Evan Alexander singled and scored in the first.
As you mentioned, Alexander drafted by the Yankees back in 2016. Made it up to AAA.
Called strike. He did, Ed. He actually had a very crazy 2021 where he played in low A, high A, and double A all in the same season. Have you ever thought about that, what it's like to be a player and just bumping up levels all the time, getting new teammates? Must be a crazy ride.
Yeah.
0-2. Foul tip into the glove. It's a punch out for Lewis Thorp.
Yeah, it's a big out. Nice job hanging on to that, too, by Napleton. First strikeout of the night for Thorp. He had 6 in that opening game win 2 weeks ago.
That's interesting, Ed. Sometimes it is a strikeout night for a pitcher, and other times it's get guys to roll over, let your defense do the work. It's been that kind of night so far for Lewis Thorp.
He just looks good, though. Working fairly quickly. Looks comfortable out there.
So you want to talk about a veteran. How about the guy at the plate, Tillman Pugh, who hit a massive home run his first time up? 0-1. Swung on and missed 0-2. Tillman Pugh has played 14 seasons of professional baseball in 5 different countries with 14 different franchises. From 2010 to 2012, Pugh played in rookie ball to high A with the Mets. Then he joined the White Sox at the tail end of his MLB stint, and from there he spent the rest of his time in the American independent ball ranks and also foreign winter leagues.
And at Arizona State, which is a very good, or was a very good baseball program.
He did. He played a year there, his freshman year of college, won the Pac-10 title, and ended up transferring out to go a different route in college as he fouls it off again. And what some might remember is that Tillman Pugh actually has Australian Baseball League experience. He played with Canberra in 2022-2023. He did well. 35 games, hit .270.
Yeah, the name did sound familiar when I saw the Killer Bees lineup come through their roster. And you're right, that 1 year with the Cavalry.
Snap throw to first, but Williams is able to get there in time.
Thorp being pretty careful with Pugh, as you imagine he would.
Memories of the first inning 2-run bomb from Pugh, and also the gaze and the bat flip. Pugh grounds one to short. Kim to McCullough to Belbin. It's a double play, and it ends the top half of the third. Still 4-2 Aces.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Back at the ballpark, there it is, the beach ball, a fan favorite. Game 1 of the Continental Cup between the Killer Bees and the Aces. The Aces a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the third. And our window's open up here, Ed. We might get that ball straight in our face. And there's Maverick. He takes it himself.
He might be throwing it up here.
Hey, no. Maverick, we're waving at Maverick. And he does not see us, unfortunately.
I'm glad that window's up. We got a little bit of a breeze coming in through because it's a little warm in here.
It's a little warm in here.
A little warm.
It's Napleton, McCullough, and Kim. Finish your thought, Ed.
We love it. We're not complaining. We'd be in here if it was a sauna.
We're not complaining because back home in Oregon, I know it's 40 degrees and rainy.
In Washington,
so
the
I
floods,
could be there. Floods,
really bad
floods,
in Washington.
Wow.
Yeah, really bad. Thoughts go out to anyone if you're tuning in from the state of Washington.
Well, that's almost right on cue because McCullough is on deck. He hails from Seattle, Washington.
He does.
All right. Papa Fearman. Nice to watch baseball back here in Yinzer County. Nice broadcast, guys. Thanks for giving us a chance to watch. Now, Papa Fearman. Tyler is from Colorado, I remember. So Yinzer County. As that one is popped up in the infield. Will it stay in play? No.
Oh. That was close.
And it went down the stair. Where did it go, Ed? Did it go down the stairwell?
I think it went down the stairwell, yeah. Seen a bunch of kids running down after it.
Well, thank you, Papa Fearman, for tuning in. And, yeah, I mean, shoot. It's cold. It's rainy. It's snowy back in America. It's dark. It's probably 2 a.m., 3 a.m. where you're watching. And you get to see some sunny baseball and some great action, some great pro baseball prospects all on the field in Game 1 of the Continental Cup. And you raised a good one. Tyler Fearman, great kid. We will probably see him very soon on the mound in this series. Swung on and missed. Nasty stuff from Jamison Hill. He is really settling in.
That's his 5th strikeout. You're right. He really is settling in, which we said he probably would as a veteran, right? A guy who's been around, watch his pitch here. That is nasty. Falls off the table.
That's gross.
Whew.
So here is the Seattle native, Morgan McCullough, 27 years old, drafted by the Los Angeles Angels in 2019. It's his 2nd season with Melbourne. And Ed, you remember fondly his 1st season last year.
Absolutely. Rolled in off the red-eye flight and came out played that night. Got a hit.
Hard hit to right center field. Back towards the wall. It's off the wall. Extra bases for McCullough. Standing on second. It's a 1-out double.
Just continuing his torrid hitting streak. 4 for 8, as I mentioned, in the previous series. Along with 5 walks. He's got a walk and a double tonight.
And he's 7th in the lineup. He's a threat. It just doesn't stop with the Aces. You don't have a break.
It was heavy metal night tonight at the ballpark.
Seriously.
Headbanger night.
I saw you dancing earlier in the booth. I'm just going to tell the broadcast straight up. There goes McCullough. Ball in the dirt. Easily into third base is the second baseman.
Stole 2 in the last series. Adds this one to his total.
Everyone wants to talk about Gomez and his near cycle, and of course Bishop Warren, his great performance. Darryl George coming back, but a lot of people forget about that man right there, Morgan McCullough, and what he means to this ball club. Kim, foul.
Just about to say, good spot for Kim here. He gets hold of one that can bring in a run via sacrifice.
His first hit, if it's a single with the infield playing in, could be an RBI for the Aces. Hit well, but down the right field line, foul. So it looks like he's seeing the ball much better this at-bat.
Yep.
He struck out swinging in the first. High into left. It could be an RBI. Williams makes the catch. Here comes McCullough, the relay. is not in time. Jaden Kim, in his first game in an Aces uniform, picks up an RBI sac fly to make it 5-2 Aces.
Decent throw from out there, I'll be honest with you. Offline, but had some oomph behind it. But big hit for Kim. Big at-bat for him.
And in the batter's box is Addison Bishop Ward.
Kids having a good time. I see the Fanta in hand of the little man. That was my choice back in the day. Ball 1 to Bishop Warren.
I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. I know a lot of people here in Australia do not like it. It is, I think, the best drink in the world.
Why? You guys like Vegemite here.
They don't
How
like
do you not
it here.
like
I don't
Dr.
know.
Pepper if you like Vegemite?
I don't know. It's just whenever I say it, people go, ooh.
How would you describe Vegemite to an American? Because I would have had no idea before I came here.
It's a weird one. Salty. You don't want to put too much on is the key.
It's like salty butter that you put on toast.
Yeah. I actually don't
mind.
mind.
And it's an Australian snack.
I don't mind it, but the mistake most people make when they try it is they slather it on like peanut butter. It just has to be little kind of little bits of it. Then it gives you a little bite to it.
Hitters count to the youngster. 2 down in the third. On the block, strike 2. And Ed, as you say all the time, big at bat because you have Aaron Whitefield lurking and the rest of the top of the order.
Yep. You want to get him now if you're Jamison Hill. And you certainly don't want to put him on. You want to make him swing the bat.
Ace is already with 1 this inning, leading by 3. Bottom third, full counts. Hill to Bishop Warren. Smoked about, I was going to say a mile away, but a kilometer. Let's do that. Since you corrected me earlier. I'm learning on the fly.
Good work. Good job staying alive there. Sun's pretty much gone. Lights will come on very soon here at the ballpark. In the dirt.
4th walk of the game to Bishop Warren. And it's a huge one because here comes Aaron Whitefield.
Yeah, that's not ideal if you're the Killer Bees. You got Whitey coming up, top of the order.
Whitey with his very, very light blue helmet, as Connor mentioned earlier on the broadcast.
We got to find out why.
We'll find out why for you. We could mention it tomorrow, Connor. But remember, fans, head to the Aces fan zone. We'll throw up the QR code periodically. You can vote for the player of the game. You can ask Ed and I questions. All that good stuff. First pitch to Whitefield is a strike, and he didn't do the fake bunt, Ed.
No.
What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the start of the game.
Whitefield already his 3rd at-bat in the 3rd inning. Snap throw to first. Whitefield singled and flew out to left field. Whitefield. It is a jam shot into right for a single, and Bishop Ward will make it all the way to third base. And in the score sheet, it was hit 120 miles per hour.
Whitey's hit so many hard, long shots. That one, not one of them, but it counts the same. Here we get a look at it here. Just drops it into right field.
Off the label.
Yeah. And there's that big turn, of course.
And if Milione was playing normal depth on first base, if no one was on, he probably would have caught it. It would have been end of the inning. But runners on the corners, another chance for the Aces. There goes Whitey to second, in there with no throw. A single from Gomez could score 2. He's been seeing it well. He doubled in the first. To third base, sliding is Vitiello. The throw, not in time. An RBI single from Dario Gomez. He just cannot cool down.
It's a nice play by Vitiello, but wasn't hit that hard, and he was a long way away. Very tough throw to make. Gave it his best shot. And there's that walk to Bishop Warren. And it's opened the floodgates, if you will.
It was 2 outs, and
wow.
It was Bishop Warren 1 strike away from being the end of the inning. But the Aces have done this a lot.
Yeah.
Throughout this International Baseball Showdown. Rallying on 2 outs. A good pick from Sickett behind the dish. Darryl George fresh off his first hit back for the Aces. A single in the second.
7 hits now for the Aces as they start to up the hit count.
Ground ball to short. Fielded by Smith. Goes to second the easy way, and it will end the inning, but not before the Aces get 2 more. They're leading 6-2 as we head to the 4th inning.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Oh.
Kiss Cam.
Hopefully they're a couple. Hopefully, because I've been seeing those videos on the internet, Ed, where the guy's out with the person he's not supposed to be with, and it gets caught on camera, and then everyone finds out.
That looks very
Oh, there we go. We got more.
Me.
Sweet. Ed, whoa, a little much on the...
Just found out there on camera. That's funny. That's great.
Now they have to.
4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Killer Bees. Gideon, Smith, and Pahila.
Gideon grounded out back in the first inning, right back to Lewis Thorp. Thorp, 39 pitches. He has been efficient. On the other end, 89 pitches for Jamison Hill. I'll be curious to see if he does come back out for the 4th inning.
There is some action in the bullpen, just as you mentioned that. Marcus Bracie, who also plays some infield, will be pitching potentially.
Beautiful night as that pitch is outside for a game number 1 of the Continental Cup Series 2 of 6 in the 25-26 International Baseball Showdown. Never been done before as that ball is hit towards Kim. He charges, fields, fires in the dirt, but it's scooped by Belbin. What a nice play by the first baseman.
Kim has had a lot of action tonight, hasn't he? Get your first start, kid, and there's like 5 balls hit to you. Here we get a replay of that. Fielded well. Throw in the dirt, but great scoop there from Charan, who's been great at first base.
Well, if they do gold gloves in the International Baseball Showdown, a top candidate, as well as McCullough. McCullough would be a top candidate too, but what about Belbin?
Yeah.
He just vacuums balls over there at first.
Yeah, he's been really, really good. And apologies to Mother Nature, because I said the sun was gone and the lights were coming on. The sun is back.
Foul back.
So the lights are starting up here, but the sun with a last-ditch effort to stay alive here.
This is Jalen Smith, the shortstop. He grounded out to George to end the first inning. Smith played his college ball at Kennesaw State as it's 0-2. Still 0-2, but Kennesaw State, Ed, they just won the conference championship in football for the Conference USA.
Going to a bowl game. I'm not sure who they're playing, but yeah, good year for them.
I think it was a 10-win year.
Very
out
good
of nowhere
year for them, yeah.
And I was talking to Smith. He was juiced up.
Was he?
For his alma mater. He was. He was telling
great.
me, I'm watching the conference championship game. He was ready. Poked into left field. A single for Jalen Smith.
There you go.
Well, there we go. All we got to do is speak about the alma mater, and then it's like some magic.
What do you got for me on Southern Wesleyan? That's Angelo Pahila. You got anything for me on
wow. Put me on spot. Well, it is in South Carolina. That's where Bahia is from. Again, he's from Simpsonville. It's a Division II college. He only had one full season at Southern Wesleyan. 20 games, he hit .206. But want to know about some fun experience for Bahia. He's played on the Philippines national team, representing his home country. How about that?
I like it.
So we have about everything on the field. We have Canadians. Think about guys like Rutsky or Gideon for the Killer Bees. Australians, obviously. You have guys from the Pacific Northwest on the Aces. As we'll get another check-in on first. That one was a little closer.
Got some Kiwis, I think, on the roster.
There are some Kiwis on the roster for the Killer Bees. Some good ones, too.
There's that move from Thorp.
That's a great move.
Yeah,
wow.
Sure is.
Would have fooled me. Tapper not going anywhere. 0-2. Bahia flew out to Whitefield and center his last time up. How about that? What a night. And these drone shots by Sportscast Australia.
Yeah,
just
beautiful.
Sensational. Huge lead from Smith. Ball gets away from Belbin, but Smith will wisely stay at first base. But he is really testing Lewis Thorp.
It's like they might have got him on a balk, Andrew.
And it pays off for Smith. He was a pest over there with his lead. It got into the head of Thorp, and now a runner in scoring position for the Killer Bees in the fourth. Huge lead, absolutely. Let's see if they can manufacture a run. High and foul. The Killer Bees struck first, making it 2-0. The Aces have scored 6 unanswered.
There is the ballpark. And there's Thorp.
Another big lead from Smith. Bahia swings and misses. It's a punch-out. Second strikeout of the ball game for the southpaw Thorp. Two outs. Jordan Sickett, the catcher, at the dish. He singled in the second. Killer Bees in need of a big hit. Momentum, a huge thing in this game. The Aces have all of it right now.
It's another good example, too, of Thorp now behind 2-0. Just needs to get Sickett here. End this inning.
Eddie Milione on deck. And Thorp on the verge of losing him. The 7-hole hitter. The Killer Bees once again out of Philadelphia. Pennsylvania, the state of Pennsylvania in the United States.
That's a good pitch.
Called strike. He may have been taking all the way. The Killer Bees play in the Yinzer Pro League, independent ball in the United States.
Yeah, there's a lot of places in Pennsylvania that would be insulted if you called them Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. Had to catch it fast.
3-1. You did a good job on that.
High to right field. On the track. It is out of here. What a night for Jordan Sickett. It's 6-4.
Jordan Sickett with the home run for the Gibbons.
He got all of that. I tell you what. Wow. And kind of, I don't want to say came out of nowhere. That's not fair to Sickett, but it just sort of took off. Bojarski turned around, and there it went.
Well, Ed, we know how the Killer Bees like to score their runs. 2 big blasts already, as the Aces were working a little bit of small ball, move the line. These guys are just saying, let's go yard. This one is driven towards left field. Gomez is back. He'll make the catch in front of the track. So, Milione puts a charge into it. It'll end the 4th, but the big blast from Jordan Sickett gives the Bees 2 more, and it's a 6-4 ball game. Home half of the 4th coming your way.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Over 100 delicious, nutritionally balanced meals to choose from, designed by chefs and approved by dietitians, delivered to your door. Visit lightandeasy.com.au. And yes, I know, Ed, you're going to ask what I have today. What did I have? I did not have the lasagna again, which I had 3 of them on game day last week. I had, what did I have? Beef stroganoff and, can't remember, some chicken and rice. I don't know what kind of chicken, but it was amazing. Light and Easy is the best.
Yeah, I saw some of the players fueling up for the game with the Light and Easy. Very interesting ball game after that 2-run shot by Jordan Sickett. Makes it 6-4.
New arm on the mound for the Killer Bees. It's Marcus Bracie, native of Little Rock, Arkansas. He played at Oklahoma Panhandle State in NAIA. He's 28 years old. And he's a two-way player. He can play infield. He can play at third base, play at second base as well, and sling it on the mound. He's facing the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6, Bojarski, Belbin, and Napleton. 6-4 game, game 1 of the Continental Cup, as the Killer Bees got 2 in the top half of the inning. On 3 pitches, Bojarski goes down. The throw to first is in time. Now that's the way you want to start, Ed.
Yes. Yes. One of my biggest pet peeves is that reliever coming in and walking the leadoff batter.
Jared Belbin walked and scored in the first inning. In the second, he grounded out to second. Jared Belbin played his ball at Campbell University, 2022-2023. We mentioned it earlier. The Campbell Camels.
Yes.
Did I say it right that time?
You
Campbell
did.
Camels.
Very good. Very good.
Hard hit to first base. It's eaten up by Million, and he will step on the bag for 2 outs. Looking good on the mound so far from Marcus Bracie.
Well, he's come in and he's thrown some strikes, and he's got some control. He hasn't had a long at-bat. That's what you need to do sometimes as a reliever, and take your chances. If you give up a hit, you give up a hit. But
good pitch, and if Bracie is able to sit down Napleton, it would be the first 1-2-3 inning for the Killer Bees. And just for reference, everyone, Jamison Hill went 3 innings to start the game for the Killer Bees. 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And boy, Bracie works quickly.
Yeah, he does. We don't mind that. We do not mind a pitcher that works quickly. Keeps the game moving. Because there is no pitch clock, obviously, in this neck of the woods, this part of the world.
Yeah, if you're a viewer from America, there's no pitch clock. The bases are not bigger. There's not a max amount of times you can throw back to a base on a pickoff attempt. Here in Australia, full count. Foul ball.
And the water does go the opposite way when you flush the toilet.
Does it actually?
It does. It does. Southern Hemisphere.
It's weird down here, guys. It's weird. But at least the weather's nice. At least we get 80 degrees in December. You are freezing at 3 a.m. in the U.S.
It's a good battle here between Napleton and Bracie.
Napleton singled in the first. He caught every game of the Southern Stars and Stripes Shield.
Got him.
Ring him up. A freaky fast inning. 1-2-3 for Marcus Bracie. We are headed to the 5th. Aces lead 6-4.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Welcome back, everyone. Game 1, Continental Cup, Killer Bees and Aces, 6-4 game in the top of the 5th. Here we go. We got a question from Zane. Zane, age 7, wants to know if a home run has ever been hit to the train tracks. Go Aces.
I do not think one has been hit that far. It's pretty deceptive when you look out there and it seems closer than it is, but it would be tempting, that's for sure. But I think the answer to that would be no.
Thank you, Zane, for the question. Good question, by the way.
Absolutely.
7 years old, probably our youngest person to comment in so far. We're glad to have you. And we're glad that you're enjoying baseball. You didn't choose any of the other sports. This is the best one right here. It's Vitiello, Williams, and Alexander, 9, 1, and 2 in the order.
Many years ago when Alex Cohen was calling games, my son was in the booth and Alex brought him on air and said, "Do you like baseball, Sam?" He was like maybe 7, and he goes, "Not really." Thanks, that's good radio. Get off, kid.
High and foul, Lewis Thorp. He's gone 4 innings, only 2 strikeouts, which is very interesting. No walks is the thing. He's not hurting himself. He now has 62 pitches. 0-2 to Vitiello, who flew out to Bojarski in right his first time up. Wow, a sword. Third K from Lewis Thorp to start the inning. That was a good one.
Yeah, we'll get a look at that here. Yeah, tough to hit that one.
Tyler Williams. He's popped out and reached on an error. Fouled back. And you mentioned Alex Cohen, Ed, former broadcaster for the Aces. He is now broadcasting for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
So what a pipeline. And the talent you've been able to see in your time here is something else.
The guys I've mentored, and that's been great.
High into left. Gomez will settle in under it after about 3 minutes in the air. Right, Ed? That was... Gomez was like, when's the ball going to come down? But nevertheless, it's 2 outs.
Grabbed the coffee in the time that came down.
Grab a coffee. Grab that cold beverage we were talking about earlier, right? The Corona. The Rona for the boys. You could have done anything. But it's 2 outs.
Yeah, this is good from Thorp. After that quick inning from Bracie, Thorp answering potentially with a quick one of his own.
Alexander will watch a strike. He singled and struck out. His most recent indie ball experience was in 2025. As he'll watch a 1-1 for a ball. He split time in the Atlantic League with Lancaster and also the American Association with Winnipeg. Once again, he was drafted out of high school by the Yankees. He's 27 years old.
Some Aces standing up in the bullpen, sort of getting loose, so this may be Thorp's last inning.
Can Thorp go a strong 5? We'll take time. I think it was the flies again.
Might have been the noise from the popcorn.
Or the noise.
You can see the Aces dugout just kind of limbering up.
They're not getting loose yet, but they're getting up.
Yeah.
They're getting up, seeing what's going on. 2-2, 2 outs. Can Thorp go a solid 5 innings? We'll have to wait another pitch to see. A strikeout means free popcorn as well. That's why the fans are getting into it. Full counts. He did not go. Close, but no cigar. It's a 2-out walk. Let's see if the Killer Bees can take advantage, much like the Aces did with a 2-out walk.
Well, the guy to do it might be the guy at the plate, Tillman Pugh. Big home run in the first inning.
He did. Tillman Pugh went yard, deep to right field, the other way, Oppo Taco style. Back in the first if you're just joining us.
It's a good pitch from Thorp right there. Beauty. Cooling down, 26 degrees now.
Fouled off 0-2. Pugh grounded into a double play to end the third, and his second time up. Another free popcorn opportunity. 0-2, 2 outs, runner on first. The Aces lead by 2. Helmet goes flying, ball goes foul. We'll see another.
Still alive.
Tillman Pugh, we mentioned, he's played with 14 different clubs in 5 different countries in his 14-year pro career. He also played in the Mexican Pacific Winter League in 2021. He played Japan Indie Ball in 2020. Of course, he played in the MLB. He played high-level college baseball as well. This guy has done everything. You look at his baseball reference, it's unbelievable. 0-2.
Yeah, it's like a Tolstoy novel reading that baseball reference.
Seriously, I don't think I've seen a baseball reference page that
insane,
long and detailed. Yeah. It's fun, brings a lot of experience, very positive guy. Clearly 36 years old, played with that many teams. You have to just love the game. He loves this game. And he's still playing at a high level,
I love that. Yeah, I love it.
Runner goes.
They got
It's
him.
a rundown. Thorp back to first. Alexander dances. Still going. And they got him. Lewis Thorp picks off Evan Alexander to end the 5th inning. Aces lead by 2.
Rolling in the 6th. 6-4, the Aces lead.
Master Dry Cleaners is a family-run business operated by the Hudson family for over 70 years. They provide a full range of services through their 7 stores, a free pickup and delivery service for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Master Dry Cleaners can also help with repairs and alterations, wedding gown cleaning, and cleaning of dunas and blankets. Find your closest Master Dry Cleaners store at www.masterdrycleaners.com.au. Marcus Bracie back on the hill after a 1-2-3 4th. There's a beer bat. Would love to get one sent up here. Head to the Aces fan zone. Remember, fans, scan that QR code. You can ask Ed and I questions and also vote for the player of the game. Are you a beer bat guy, Ed?
I prefer glass or a bottle. I'm more of a kind of a can or a bottle guy. I don't necessarily need a glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I know people who can only do the chilled glass, and they can't do cans.
Yeah, my dad's a chilled glass guy. It doesn't bother me. If it's a heavier beer glass, lighter beer, bottle's fine.
As long as it's beer, for me, it's good. Out of a bat, out of a shoe. I know they do shoeies here, right, in Australia?
Daniel Ricciardo, the F1 driver, made those famous on the international stage.
I was.
Yeah.
In fact, this is a secret for the fans, as it's McCullough walked and doubled. Called strike to make it 2-1. I was going to do a shoey myself on air if the Aces won the KBO Fall League. That was in the plan. I've never done a shoey in my life. It's more of an Australian or international thing.
Pressure was on.
In the gap, high, right center field, but Gideon will make the play.
Just hung up there a little too long, so Gideon was able to get on it. Nice job of tracking it down by the right fielder.
Next up for your Melbourne Aces is Jaden Kim.
Jaden Kim, fresh off his first RBI in an Aces uniform in the 3rd inning. It was a sac fly to left field. Here's the pitch. It's flied again towards the right side. Shallow right field. Who's going to make the play? No one makes the play. Off the glove of Milione. It was Milione and Pugh with the communication trouble, and it should be an error. Don't know who it will be charged on.
Yeah, that's a classic communication error, as you pointed out. Somebody's got to make the call him off.
Okay, so it did hit the glove of Milione.
We'll see what they go with. Definitely an error, no doubt about that.
An E3.
Should be an E3 half E3,
E3
half E4.
E3.5 because you can't really put blame on one guy in that sense.
Yeah, it's tough. It's good for Kim, though. Gets him on base. His first time on base tonight.
He'll take it. First time on base as a Melbourne Ace.
Yeah.
And I mean, probably not the way he drew it up in his head. Probably drew up a 3-run bomb, but on an error as well. We'll see what he can do on the base pass. Here's Addison Bishop-Warren, and he will take a strike to make it 1-1. Bishop-Warren has struck out, and he's walked and scored. That was in the 3rd inning. Chill night for Graham Lloyd. He was laying back, legs crossed, vibing.
The wise man.
Seriously, he does look like a wise man in that.
There's a lot of wisdom there in that man.
World Series champion with the Yankees back in the 90s as a pitcher. Pitching coach of the Aces, Graham Lloyd. Big swing and a miss. Out number 2. Down goes Addison Bishop-Warren.
3rd strikeout for Marcus Bracie. Brings up the top of the order, Aaron Whitefield. Talking about Graham Lloyd, always makes me feel good if I occasionally say something and he goes, yeah, you're right, yeah. I kind of like, I got that right. I got something, a little affirmation from a World Series winner.
Pitch to Whitefield in there for a strike. It's almost hard not to get starstruck when you're walking around here at Melbourne Ballpark because you have guys like Graham Lloyd, World Series champion, multiple-time World Series champion. Then you have the manager of the Aces, John Diebel, of course, 7-time World Series champion with multiple clubs. So it's like just a level that you don't really see often.
No.
You see all these mentors, people that can mentor you as a young player. You have everything that you would want in that sense.
Yep. And, of course, in the past, we had Peter Moylan as well.
1-1 to Whitey. Sends one foul.
I'm told that Chris Burke is on the mic with us now.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, Burkie, how are you, mate?
Doing good, thank you. Great night out at the ballpark.
It is, isn't it?
It is a good one.
What do you think about the game so far?
It's good. The boys are swinging it. Thorp is pitching well. They've came to play too. They've got some big hits, which has been good. Good for the fans. Some fireworks. Safe. But no, it's been good. They've got some good arms. The boys are ready to play, so it's been fun. Quick turnaround, which is good, and getting after it.
Berkey, tell us about the environment. Our window's half open, half closed, but it's a packed house tonight. Tell us how loud it's down there on the field.
Just before, I think it was last inning, when their batter called timeout, I was like, geez, is this getting loud? I think it was for the popcorn, for the free popcorn. All the kids are going crazy, but no, it is. Just down the line here, it's packed. Kids everywhere, families everywhere. It's good. It's a good night out. Good weather, too.
Obviously, we wish you were on the field tonight, but another guy is making his return, Darryl George. What is that like to see Mr. Ace back out there on the diamond?
Back where he belongs. It's good. Came out, had to run hard the first one, so good to see his legs are back under him. But run into that barrel afterwards, which was good, and he's on the board. So having him back in the lineup's great. I mean, he's been around here longer than pretty much anyone, so it's been good to see him back out in the field. He's kind of like the heart and soul of the club.
Chris Burke joining us on the broadcast here as the pitch to Whitefield and struck him out. That was a good pitch. Bracie doing a nice job. Berkey, thanks for jumping on.
No worries.
Quick hitter, but we really appreciate it.
Have a good night.
All right, mate. We'll be back after this. 6-4, the score here. Ace is still in charge.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Just a beautiful night. We got bubbles going. We have beer bats. We have family-friendly fun. Everything. It's 6-4 Aces in the top of the 6th. Game 1 of the Continental Cup, Series 2 of the 25-26 International Baseball Showdown. Never been done before. And, Ed, we were wrong. Lewis Thorp is back on the mound in the 6th.
Well, it's a warm night. He looks comfortable. He hasn't thrown that many pitches, so why not?
This is pitch number 77 on the way. 3 strikeouts and only 1 walk. That's the key for Thorp tonight. Skied into shallow right field, down the line, and unable to make the catch. Or he did make the catch. Wow. McCullough did it so smooth, you almost missed it. That's a tough play.
Watch it here. It's a tricky call, Andrew, for sure. He comes down through the net, makes it difficult to see. Leaning back. That's a heck of a play. It's doing it all, McCullough.
And we saw where he started. He had a lot of ground to cover. So pretty much gold gloves all over the field, especially on the right side. We talked about Belbin smothering every single pick, and then you have McCullough, who's already made 1 diving play, and then that down the line over the shoulder looking like Willie Mays.
That right side of the lineup, you're right. The infield, very, very good in the field. And that's a big out for Thorp, right? He doesn't have to, mess around with a good hitter like Pugh anymore.
Gideon will take a strike. I think he was surprised after that. Had to do a double take, but it's 1-2. Gideon has grounded out twice. The cleanup hitter.
Stays alive there. Smith on deck.
So the Killer Bees out of the Yinzer Pro League once again in America. And this league has signed the most players to MLB Partner Leagues for 4 years in a row. Since its 2020 inception, it's another strikeout for Lewis Thorp.
That's 4 on the night for him. Really a masterful performance from him tonight, even though he's given up 2 big home runs. The rest of it's been pretty flawless.
It's the fact that he's hitting the zone, not walking batters. If he would have walked batters, this could be a 6-6 game. A couple more get on. Those 2-run shots turn into 3-run blasts. All of that. It's really the key is his accuracy as it's 1-1. So we were talking about Jalen Smith and his time at Kennesaw State, Division I baseball in 18 and 19. He also played rookie ball for the Washington Nationals in 2022. Left side, high in the air. Kim can't see it, and it drops in. So technically that is a single. Got lost in the lights.
Yeah, I think it did. And you see, I don't know if George lost it or he basically said it's yours, Kim. You can see him kind of shift away, and then Kim lost it right there, I think. We said first time.
I don't know if George saw it either, because it did land close in his area, and he was moving out of the way.
Yep.
Both players had trouble. So that will bring up Angelo Pahia, the designated hitter. Flew out to center, struck out. But that's 2 hits for Jalen Smith. Smoke to short. This time, Kim has no trouble finding it, and it ends the 6th. 6 strong innings from Lewis Thorp. Aces lead by 2.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
With Light and Easy, you can lose weight and enjoy more free time with delicious healthy meals starting from $7.95 each. Enjoy Australia's best ready-made meal delivery service as awarded by CanStar Blue. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Fireworks Friday. Fans everywhere. Packed house, having a great time. Game number 1 of the Continental Cup. The Aces are clinging on to a 2-run lead in the bottom half of the 6th. Now, there's a new arm on the mound. Taking over for Marcus Bracie is Max Charan.
Bracie did a great job. Let's be honest, 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, no hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody. Tremendous job.
So Charan has an interesting story. He played college ball from 2017 to 2024. He played for 5 different colleges, but found the most success with Florida Memorial University. He pitched in 12 games. He actually started 12 games in 2023, 4.01 ERA, and won a Black World Series championship in a 19-inning title game. And he was teammates with Kyle Morrison of the Aces.
Yes.
Florida Memorial teammates, both pitchers. How cool is that?
Wow. Full circle moment. So Gomez, George, and Bojarski in this inning.
You have to think with Bracie going 2 very effortless innings that they might want to save them for later on in the series.
Yep.
Max Charan is the new pitcher for the Philippines.
Smoke to short on a couple bounces. Smith to first. And he makes the tag. Eddie Milione makes a very difficult play, taking a throw that was off, catching it, and tagging Dario Gomez.
We'll get a look at that, Andrew. That was a remarkable play. Throw just got away from him, but look at the tag.
Whoa.
Barely got him. A lot of high throws tonight. Might be the air, the atmosphere.
It is. It's the warm weather.
It could be.
It's the Melbourne summer magic.
There's a good look at Milione. Great play.
George has reached twice, once on an error, once on a single.
And if you're just joining us, Gerald George back in the lineup for the first time in a long time, certainly this season, because he's just been rehabbing from an injury. He's ready to go. Great to see him back.
If you're just joining us, this is Daryl George's 15th season with the Aces. He's led the club all-time in most career games played. So that one soars inside. Most home runs at 44, and also most hits. He also spent 4 seasons in the Tampa Bay Rays minor league system. He played well, hit .265 in 205 games.
I think he probably leads the Aces in total cheers as well, too, over the years. Just the number of cheers that fans have had for this guy. He's so loved by the Aces fans.
Yeah, and if you're on the Aces social media keeping up, just yesterday he was mic'd up for a little batting practice video, and you can just see his personality shine through. Very fun, loving guy. 2-2. Remember, fans, Aces Fan Zone will throw up the QR code periodically. You can ask Ed and I questions, vote for player of the game, and we'll get a 2-2. Called strike 3. Charan gets Daryl George looking.
Crowd did not like that. Daryl didn't either. Let's get a look at it. That's inside.
Pitch did have a lot of movement.
It did. It did.
Give it that.
To
you
be
have to
fair
give
to
Charan
Casey
that.
Cook, I agree. Did have a lot of movement. It's a tough call.
Bojarski is struck out twice. Tapped foul. Remember, fans, head to the Aces fan zone. Scan the QR code on screen. You can ask Ed and I questions. And remember, if you want to be entered in the signed Greg Bird ball giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the Aces YouTube channel, Aces TV, and also ask us a question throughout the weekend, and we'll pick one random winner. And I can't wait for those questions to keep rolling through. We've had a couple good ones tonight.
A couple we couldn't answer.
Exactly. That's the type of question you want. Food for thought. If the Aces can't pick up a run here, this would be their third scoreless frame in a row. The pitching for the Killer Bees has really settled down. They started the game leading 2-0, gave up 6 unanswered, and have clawed their way back in. Bojarski waits on an off-speed, hits it high into right field. Warning track! It's a Bojo bomb! Ulrich Bojarski clear for takeoff.
Well, that one just kept going and going, and then it cleared the fence. Gideon turned around. I thought he had a play on it. I think he thought he had a play on it, and it just kept going.
Second of the International Baseball Showdown from the right fielder, Ulrich Bojarski. Smoke to center. Moving back is Alexander, and he'll track it to make the catch. But some fireworks off the bat of Bojarski. The Aces pick up another. It's 7-4 as we head to the 7th inning.
Bottom of the 6th, the Aces are up 7-4, and it's time for our Diamond Dash.
Alrighty, we've got the future stars of the Melbourne Aces. We're going to see how fast they can run around the diamond. Ready, try and catch me, 3, 2, 1, go!
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Back at Melbourne Ballpark, we have a new arm on the mound. It's Cameron Gibbons. Game 1 of the Continental Cup. Top of the 7th inning, the Aces leading by a score of 7-4 after that Bojarski, a big blast to right field. And taking over Gibbons is for Lewis Thorp. Lewis Thorp had a night. 6 strong innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. 4 strikeouts, and the key, Ed, only 1 walk.
Yep. Remarkable performance by him. And now we've got Gibbons, and we saw him last time was very, very sharp. I mean, the only thing, we've said this a million times, the only thing that sets him back is that control issue, and he didn't have it the other night, although I believe he did hit a couple of batters. But he had 2 innings pitched, no runs, no hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches. Apologies, not hit batsmen.
He faces 7, 8, 9 in the order. Sickett, Milione, and Vitiello. Sickett is feeling it tonight. Already 2 hits, 2 for 2. 1-1. Cameron Gibbons played in the LA Dodgers organization. He had a very busy 2021 season, which we'll talk about here after this 1-1 pitch.
Good pitch.
In there for a strike. He played for 3 separate minor league teams during one season. Low A, high A, and double A. He had 10,893 miles of trips. Not even counting any baseball travel. That's from coming over from Australia and traveling from team to team. Pretty incredible stuff. And again, his make or break is the control. He has the stuff. That 6'8" frame, so tough to pick up, so imposing. And when he can spot the ball, he is very dangerous. There's Jared Belbin, who's made a few fine plays tonight at first base. Ring him up, Cameron Gibbons. First punch out of the night.
Sickett not happy at all with that call. Not going to do him any good, but pointed in the dirt. Said that was inside.
Eddie Milione. He is the bullpen catcher, Ed, for the Houston Astros in the Houston Astros organization.
Is that right?
He has an interesting baseball story. He's pretty much done everything. He's even been part of the grounds crew for the Miami Dolphins. He's been the grounds crew member at the Charleston Dirty Birds in independent baseball as well. He's done everything. And yeah, bullpen catcher, loves mentoring young pitchers in the Astros farm system. He hopes to work in the MLB one day as a coach, manager, or general manager. He just can't get enough of the game. Very fun guy to have a conversation with. 1-2. He's late on a fastball. Back-to-back Ks for Cameron Gibbons.
That called third strike on Sickett was huge because it's a different inning if Gibbons can't get him out. Now he's in pretty good shape here.
Joey Vitiello, the last chance for the Bees in the 7th. He can't catch up. Vitiello was a 4-year player at St. Peter's in college, Division I, before he transferred to Sacred Heart University, also another Division I. That school is in Connecticut. Well, you give him some heat, can't catch up, and then you fool him on the off-speed. Good sequencing so far from Gibbons. He's a pitch away from striking out the side. Got him swinging. Cameron Gibbons strikes out the side in the 7th. Aces still lead by 3. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
A very fine 7th inning stretch. because of that guy right there, you have to feel good.
Was that a pun? Seventh inning stretch?
And Cameron Gibbons is 6'8", guys. Yeah, absolutely imposing when you walk through the hallways and see him at Melbourne Ballpark. But he struck out the side in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, the Aces lead by 3. It's Max Charan's second inning of work. He almost had a clean 1-2-3, but gave up a Bojo bomb to right field to make it 7-4. He now faces Luke Napleton, Morgan McCullough, and Jaden Kim. It is 6, 7, and 8 in the Aces order. Let's talk game flow, Ed. There was a lot going on in the first inning. 6 total runs scored. The Killer Bees got 2, Aces got 4, and since then the pitching for both sides has really settled down. Jamison Hill had a rough first. He battled back. Same with Lewis Thorp, but Lewis Thorp had a solid 6 innings. It's been an interesting game flow.
Certainly has, and you picked this up in the break. Colin Jensen has come on to play third base in place of Joey Vitiello for the Killer Bees. Big breaking ball there, but missed. So quick 3-0 count here on Napleton.
Oh, an excuse me swing that almost gets Morgan McCullough in the on-deck circle, and you can see the look on Napleton's face like a sorry, bro, my bad.
Nice little dance move there from Morgan.
Morgan almost got a ball off the shin. It's like those Razor scooters. If you ride those back at home, one of those hits you in the shin. Does not feel great. Oh. But Luke Napleton takes one and looks to be okay. It's a leadoff runner aboard in the 7th.
5th walk of the night for Killer Bees pitchers.
Didn't quite see where it got him. Was it a helmet shot, Ed?
It was ball 4, I think. So I think it was just a walk. I've put it in my scorebook as a walk. I think I'm right.
You're always right. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, good.
That's what
good
I'm supposed
work.
to say. Yeah.
Respect your elders.
Got to respect
right?
your elders. It's almost like father-son or maybe grandpa-son time.
Grandpa.
Is it
Come on.
Oh, sorry, I had to do you like that. All right, we have a special guest in the Killer Bees dugout. It's the manager, Yuta Okazaki. Thanks for joining. Yuta, you hear us?
Hey, appreciate you having me.
Awesome. So what do you think about your team so far and the way they've competed?
Man, we're having some good at-bats at the top of the lineup. I'd like to see the bottom of the lineup start to work them a little bit more, put some good barrels on balls. It's a competitive game so far, so I am excited to see what happens for the rest of the game, but we got to put up some more good ABs going through.
We were really impressed with the work that Marcus Bracie did in those 2 innings of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a guy that we picked up recently, and he's shown us day in and day out that he belongs here, and he wants to challenge everyone no matter who it is. So it's great to see a guy like that come out and show out.
Could you tell us about the competitiveness of Tillman Pugh? We saw that blast in the first, but man, he's been doing this for so long. 14 years of pro baseball, still out here playing at a high level. How does he do it?
Man, it's the experience and the resume that comes into play. He's the highest ranking officer we got, as we call it, and he's a guy that's going around talking to hitters, pitchers, catchers, everyone, and everyone's feeding off of his knowledge. So it's amazing to have a guy like him, and you can't replace experience like that.
2-2 is the count here on McCullough. We'll watch this pitch. Charan delivers at south side. Full count, 3-2. What do you think of the ballpark? Any tricky areas? The lighting okay? We've seen a couple of balls lost in the lights maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing that happens, really anywhere in the world, and we just got to keep communicating with each other, make sure it doesn't happen. Thankfully, we saw it on the other side, so we've learned from that, and, guys are communicating. Like I said, we got to just play some smart baseball.
That's coming your way, Utah.
There we go. We got a guy in the inning for the first time, and he gets the ball right away, so that's kind of how the game works sometimes, right?
Certainly Jensen over there at third base making that first out of the inning.
Utah, how much does this experience mean for you and your players, getting to play on an international stage?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing because for half of the guys with the experience, it's another way to keep playing baseball and kind of get their path into other parts of the world potentially. And younger guys are soaking it all in. Some of them, it's their first professional game or first professional experience. So, we got two kind of split groups where guys are soaking it in and guys are playing the games that they've been playing for a long time professionally. So, it's this different approach based on their experience.
Well, I was going to end it right there, but we saw that great block from your catcher, Sickett. You're a catcher yourself. What do you have to say about your backstop?
Man, Jordan's been around with us for a long time. I mean, he's signed with 5 different teams in 4 years in the USA. I can't say enough about the guy. So him and I talk all the time on and off the field. We're good friends off the field as well. So, I hope to see him continue on with his good career.
Utah, you have an important job to do right now, so we're going to let you go. But thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast.
I appreciate you, man. You guys are always great.
And that was Utah Okazaki, the manager of the Killer Bees.
Good time to get him off after turning.
Yeah.
Hits Kim with a pitch. Got him right in the arm there. Welcome to the Aces, Jaden.
Mound visit. It's Sip Garza, pitching coach for the Killer Bees. And I don't know what's going on out there, but it looks like there was a question asked. If we can get a look at that. And now home plate umpire Casey Cook is motioning towards the Aces dugout. Looks like they just needed a new rosin bag.
Huh.
And they got it. Okay, so that's what it was. There was some chat over there about I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if it was the sticky substance thing.
CSI Altona.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
CSI. It was the bag that he needed. 2 on, 1 out. Aces looking to extend their lead. It's Addison Bishop Warren.
It's be a good time for Addison to get rolling here. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk, couple of strikeouts. Great chance here.
Well, he was looking fastball, didn't get it.
Yeah.
Charan goes to that off speed a lot.
He does.
So we didn't get to mention it because of our fantastic interview that we had with Utah Okazaki, but Jaden Kim has reached in each of his last 2 at-bats. He's having a fine night. Once again, his first game with the Aces, the young prospect in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. It's 1-1 now to Bishop Warren.
And son, of course, of David Kim, who we know very well, scout, first Aussie to play in the KBO, the Korean League.
Addison Bishop Warren, born in Werribee, locally. Werribee Giants was his club team, and boy, were they proud. He put on a show last weekend and really represented his roots.
Yeah, it was fun. I read the piece on the club's website. It was great.
You must have read the one on the Aces website, too.
Oh, I always read that because those are incredibly well written.
Yeah, I wonder who writes those.
The William Faulkner of baseball writers.
3-1. Hitters count to Bishop Warren, tonight's designated hitter.
Good eye.
And Charan walks him full. Bishop Warren will reach for his second time tonight.
So the bases are loaded with a walk, hit batter, and a walk.
Interesting. It looked so good and so smooth the first inning of work for Charan. And sometimes you lose it a little, maybe because it's cooling down. It's cooling down fast at Melbourne Ballpark.
I did want to ask Utah about Bracie, why he came out after 2, but didn't want to probe too deep into managers. I didn't want to seem like I was second guessing, but it would be interesting to know why he didn't. Probably your thing's right. Did they want to use him in the next couple of games?
Well, he was pitching so well. Why would you not want to throw him in middle relief?
Yeah.
Who knows if they go with an opener strategy even to get off on the right foot on Game 2 and Game 3. Once again, Game 1 of the Continental Cup, Series number 2 of the 25-26 International Baseball Showdown, all right here at Melbourne Ballpark. It's Aaron Whitefield with the bases loaded and 1 out.
And this is that thing, I hate to keep harping on it, Andrew, but bottom of the order, walk, pop up, hit batsman, walk. Now you got Whitefield, Gomez, George, Bojarski. You can't mess around with the bottom of the order.
No, sir. Good point, Ed. And he's on the verge of walking home the 8th run of the game for the Aces. Corners playing in. Up the middle, playing double play depth. Whitefield will watch. It is ball number 4. And coming in to score is Luke Napleton. It's a 4-run lead. And is that, we just saw that for a second. We saw someone doing pull-ups on the broadcast. As that will be the end of the road for Max Charan. He went 1 1/3 innings, allowing 2 earned runs. And we'll let you know about the new pitcher in a moment. Ed and I will take a quick break.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment, and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria, and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Welcome back to Melbourne Ballpark. That is the new pitcher for the Killer Bees, Kenta Hitomi, 26-year-old from Japan. Of course, there's that Aces fan zone. Hit the QR code and ask us a question. I'll register for that opportunity to win that signed Greg Bird baseball. Aces lead 8-4. Pushed a couple of runs across here to extend that lead. Killer Bees had 2 in the first. Aces answered with 4 in the bottom of the first. Aces extended that lead to 6-2 in the bottom of the third. Then 2 more for the Bees in the top of the 4. And then the Aces got 1 in the bottom of the 6th. And 1 here so far with only 1 out. And Dario Gomez coming to the plate with the bases still loaded. So a tricky situation for Kenta Hitomi. You can see the crowd enjoying themselves here as Hitomi finishes his warm-ups. It's your player of the game voting so far. Morgan McCullough, 56%. Aaron Whitefield, 22. Lewis Thorp, 22. That seems about right, to be honest. McCullough's been tremendous. Thorp done a great job pitching. And, of course, Whitey's always going to get those votes. Not that he doesn't deserve them. And now Bojarski is popped up into second place. Head wide, Andrew Henderson with you as you look at the crowd out in the All-Star Bar area. Still really into this. Beautiful night. It's cooled off a fair bit. I think it's probably around 24 degrees here in Laverton as Gomez steps in to face Kenta Hitomi.
Gomez 2 for 4, doubled in the first and scored. Interesting, he saw everything over the top all night. Now you get that funky low arm slot from Hitomi. Big rip and a miss. Hitomi played on Team Japan in the 24-25 Caribbean Series. He's from Osaka, 26 years old, and he's in a very challenging spot with the bases loaded, 1 out, and his team down by 4.
Yeah, tough spot to come into.
One and 2. But again, a double play ball, you roll up a soft serve, you're out of the inning. And it's still relatively close, especially with the Killer Bees, the way they can strike on offense with those big home runs. This game is far from over. Just a fun pitcher to watch. It's almost like his knuckles scrape the ground.
Really close, yeah.
And there are multiple submarine pitchers on this Killer Bees roster. We might see another one later in the series. His name is Michael Stelmack. Quick meeting. Jordan Sickett and Kenta Hitomi. Sickett has been wonderful behind the plate.
Yeah.
I don't think a single ball has gotten past him. He has been a wall back there, and there's been a lot of times where the Aces have had traffic on the base pass, and he has not allowed them to move over. 2-2. Count runs full, and yet again the Killer Bees could walk in another run.
In 2 tonight, hasn't it? Walked in 2?
Walked in 2. Yeah. 7 total walks from the Killer Bees.
There you go.
And it's walk number 8. It's 9 runs for the Aces. The wheels have come off. And now Hitomi will have to face Mr. Ace Daryl George.
Ooh.
Daryl George
loaded.
1 for 4. Oh, man. The fans would have a riot.
This
building would be set if Daryl George gets a big hit in this moment.
I'd go fireworks early.
Fireworks early?
Yeah,
just
fire them
cancel
off.
it, run the fireworks?
Yeah. Four walks in this inning and a hit batter. Crazy.
That was one man who walked, Addison Bishop Warren. On third base, it gets George.
Wow.
Boos rain down from the fans, but Daryl George will be happy knowing that he just scored his team a run. I know it doesn't feel great, but it's 10-4.
And it just falling apart with walks and, lack of control for the Killer Bees. I mean, games just got away from him in this inning.
Bojarski is last time up. It was his second Bojo bomb of the International Baseball Showdown. And again, first pitch strikes have been at a premium for the Killer Bees.
Yep.
We mentioned it earlier, Bojarski from East London, South Africa. That's his place of birth. Plays on the Australian national team. Played in the WBC back in 2023. It catches the corner 1-1. So Bojarski moved to Australia when he was 2 years old and started baseball a little late. Played starting at age 13. Ground ball to short. Smith to second for 1. And that's all they get. So they pick up an out, but it's an RBI fielder's choice from Ulrich Bojarski scoring. And it's 11-4. Big smiles from Chris Burke there in the training top. We interviewed him earlier live. Not in the lineup, but always the spirit. Corners with 2 outs for Jared Belbin. Belbin 1 for 3 plus a walk. He walked and scored in the first.
Good pitch.
Well, that's the inside corner he's been trying to dot, but has been unable to control with the hit batters.
Yep.
Sliced deep and foul. Belbin has power. He only hit 1 home run in the KBO Fall League over 11 games, but he hit 21 home runs in college, Division I, back in 2023. But right now he's mostly known, Ed, for his glove.
Yeah.
His golden glove, almost, at first base. He's down in the count 1-2.
Yeah, just looking at the score sheet, again, not to belabor the point, but the walks, the Aces do not have a hit in this inning, and they've got 4 runs.
We just got to see Marcus Bracie there on the bench, as it won't be a 1-2 pitch. It'll be a check on first base, but Bracie didn't have any trouble at all finding the zone. Very fast, pitched. 2 innings of work.
Yeah, no walks, 4 strikeouts.
But again, I believe they may be waiting to use him later in the series.
There's no tomorrow, my friend.
There is a tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Oh, yeah,
right here on Aces TV. But no, I get you. Live every day like it's your last, Ed. Why not go full out?
I don't know. It's an interesting one. Like I said, I didn't want to put him on the spot on the air, but it'd be good to find out.
Yuta Okazaki, one of the premier baseball minds you will ever talk to, and I seriously mean that. 2-2, 2 down to Belbin.
Oh.
Another foul ball. I think I learned more in a 20-minute conversation with Yuta Okazaki about pitching and working counts and catching. More in that 20-minute conversation than I had probably the last 5 years of life.
Right.
He's truly something else. His passion for the game is unrivaled. Manager of the Killer Bees, Yuta Okazaki. Belbin does it again.
Long at-bat. There's more action in the Killer Bees bullpen. That looks like Max Marlaville.
I was about to say it for you. Didn't know, but we got it. This is pitch number 8 coming from Hitomi. Runs in on Belbin. What a good at-bat. The Aces already 4 runs in the 7th inning, really pulling away. But you never know with these Killer Bees. You want to keep your foot on the gas. They can strike fast with the long ball. Aces up by 7, looking for more. Runner goes. Again, hit to short. Backhand from Smith. And it's in time. Good throw, good pick from Milione. And that'll do it in the 7th. But the Aces played 4, and they're up by 7.
OmniGraphics, your leaders in super wide format printing across Australia. With 2 full-scale production facilities in Queensland and Victoria, our centres are equipped to handle the most ambitious printing projects backed by a dedicated team of over 70 full-time staff. We specialise in a wide range of print formats, from billboards and banners to retail and events. We deliver impactful solutions that stand out in any environment. Our commitment to excellence includes continuous investment in cutting-edge technology, ensuring precision, speed and reliability. This allows us to tackle even the most complex printing requirements with ease. Dream, design, deliver. Partner with Omnigraphics for your next printing project.
Had the time of my life. Black Eyed Peas. We're singing up here. That's what happens when you get into the 8th inning. You might as well. And I owe it all to you. There's Cameron Gibbons, who's been humming along tonight. Oh, that was cold. That was cold. Wait, no. Gibbons is done.
Oh.
What's going on? And it doesn't look like anyone is ready in the pen. Very interesting. So we'll send it to a quick break.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
So we don't want to speculate about what was going on with Cameron Gibbons. Could have been an injury, could have been anything, but it's Liam Puncher on the mound, and he's our favorite call because when he strikes a guy out, it's a puncher punchy, and he did that 2 weeks ago in the Southern Stars and Stripes Shield Series.
I was going to say, that was a long half an inning, so maybe Gibbons sat around too long.
That's true, as boys in the infield chopping it up. Maybe a lesson from McCullough. He's teaching the boys, hey, this is how I make some diving plays. This is how I do it. From left to right, Daryl George, Jaden Kim.
Got the youngster
Morgan
out
McCullough
there.
And Jared Belbin.
Youngster going to school.
Teaching the youngster,
Yeah.
seriously, 19 years old, learning from some very, very good players.
And then you got, Whitey just having a yak with the umpires.
Oh, that's typical Whitey.
Yeah, no learning going on out there.
Learning in the infield, no learning. Maybe losing some brain cells in the outfield. But you got to love it. Well, we have the Christmas music on in the ballpark now. A warm Christmas, Ed. I'm still not used to it.
I've been here 20-some years. I'm still not used to it, man.
No.
You are. You never get used to it.
It's weird. It honestly shouldn't be a thing.
You never
should
get
not
used
be a
to it.
thing.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, North Pole, it's all cold.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jade, for the water. Shout out to Jade working down in the ticket box, keeping us cool. Okay, Clinton, we got a question as it's the leadoff hitter, Tyler Williams, who is 0 for 2, reached on an error. Do you think MLB teams are more or less likely to send prospects to the Aces now that they are no longer affiliated with the ABL?
It's actually a really well thought out question. I don't think it would change. I think this year maybe because it's a new venture, the Aces had to make some structural changes, but I think going forward, I don't see why not.
I think it could actually help because what we've seen on this field tonight and 2 weeks ago is high caliber talent from everywhere, and also with the Aces making the partnership with the KBO Fall League, getting to see some young Asian talent, and also having teams like the Hanwha Eagles come here for spring training. You don't get that in many other places. So the International Baseball Showdown is so unique in that sense. I think it could actually help in the future getting more of those prospects sent here. And obviously the great connections the Aces have. We talked about some of the management, the staff who have played in the MLB, coached in the MLB, scouted in the MLB. There's a big pipeline here to get those major league prospects over, and you see it with guys like Jaden Kim, of course. Now, he is grassroots. He played locally, but still the fact that the Pirates are wanting to send him over here to develop this is the right place to develop. You have those two guys. You have Graham Lloyd, and you also have John Debo. Why would you not want your players to develop under that kind of system?
Yeah, absolutely.
As it's ball number 4, Tyler Williams will walk.
Very well said.
Like I've been doing it for, how many years have you been doing it? Like I've been doing it for a decade, right? We'll just say that with you. Or more than a decade. It's Evan Alexander after a leadoff runner reaches in the 8th for the Killer Bees.
No disrespect at all to Liam Puncher, but would have been great to see Gibbons again after he struck out the side in the 7th.
His stuff was electric. It was moving. He was mixing speeds. That fastball, no one could catch up to it.
Yep.
Runner goes. Here comes the throw. Safe by a mile. Great jump, good speed from Tyler Williams.
So if the Killer Bees want to get back into this is the time to do it. You got Williams on second. You got kind of the meat of the order, Alexander, Pugh, Gideon, Smith, who's got 2 hits. So it's the time to do it.
You have a young pitcher, Puncher, just 17 years old.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed.
And potentially not, this wasn't necessarily the plan, right? Because you had Gibbons and then he was taken out. So not saying Puncher wasn't ready, but it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, you thought Gibbons was going to go another 2 and just take it himself with the way he was throwing. On the corner.
Good pitch. Very good pitch.
Good at-bat from Evan Alexander from Frisco, Texas. All right, Ripley. Never seen a baseball game in my life, but this game has convinced me to try light and easy. That's the funniest one we've got. That's awesome. So we didn't convince you to come to a baseball game, but we convinced you. No, light and easy's good. I'll say it all day. Pasta, chicken, steak, beef. I just eat anything inside. I think I had like 6 candy bars today, too. I'm an absolute hog. Full count to Alexander. Got him looking. It's a puncher punchy for out number 1 in the 8th.
Huge. Jeez, I don't know how you take that. 3-2. Need some runs. You got to swing at that, don't you?
Could have been looking for something else. That's typically the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Looking for another pitch, maybe sitting.
Easy for me to
off
say.
Speed.
Yeah, certainly easy for me to say, but boy.
Well, there's an off speed. It's Tillman Pugh. He hit the massive blast in the first inning that basically took the air out of this packed building. He admired it, and he did the bat flip, just pure cinema. Skies this one in the infield, fighting the lights, and making the catch is Kim.
Nice work. That's great. After that earlier issue, you see a smile on his face. No problem with that one at all.
He's like, I got it. I understand now. I understand it now how the lights are in the ballpark. All it took was one. Easy as ever.
Great stuff. Nice work from Liam Puncher here.
Justin Gideon. 0 for 3. Played for the Sydney Blue Sox in 23-24, 14 games. And he's been a staple in the Frontier League for Quebec, actually his home country. He's from Canada. He played college ball at Brock University in Ontario. 30 years old. Justin Gideon. 1-2. Puncher on the verge of a squeaky clean inning of work. Top 8, 1-2, 2 down, runner on second. The Aces with a comfortable lead.
Oh, just missed. Wanted that one?
He loses him. Well, that'll actually be ball 3. Still at the plate is Gideon. It's full. Fouled away.
Good pitch. Good work by Gideon staying alive there.
And behind the plate, a defensive substitution. It's Yutaro Higuchi. Yutaro Takiguchi from Tokyo, Japan, 27 years old. We saw him get limited time in the Southern Stars and Stripes Shield. He actually doesn't have an at-bat yet for the Aces. It's full count, 2 outs. It's a screamer foul.
Well, guess what? He'll get an at-bat in the next inning.
He will.
Because
I
Napleton's
queued
the
you
next up.
I set you a lob.
Thank you.
Another payoff. Into the right center gap. It's a base hit. It'll score Tyler Williams. And going into second base and all the way towards third is Gideon. Throw gets away from George. And backing it up is Puncher. But it looked like a slippage in the outfield for the Aces. We will have to take another look.
Yeah, it's a nice job there by Puncher backing that up.
And it was a heads-up play by Gideon to understand what was going on as it was hit hard towards right center field.
And there's a little...
And it was the footing, the slippage of Whitefield.
And then he tried to throw it to Bojarski, but it got away.
Well, you don't see that a lot. Another one of those that we could put in the book. 6-run game. So a little 2-out life from the Bees. They are not here to die. Still stinging in the 8th. It's Jalen Smith. 2 for 3. He's singled in consecutive at-bats. Smash down the line a few centimeters from trouble.
Just fouled. How big were those 2 outs? Getting Alexander and Pugh, 2 of the most dangerous hitters on this Killer Bee squad.
Absolutely. That backwards K of Alexander.
Huge.
With, again, a full count. It could have been a walk, and it could have changed the outlook of this entire inning. It's 2-1. Hit a mile high, left side. George looking for it, finds it, and makes the catch. The Bees get 1, but the Aces still have some wiggle room. Up 6, headed to the bottom of the 8th. We are back at the ballpark, bottom of the 8th, game 1 of the Continental Cup. All right, Nathan, let's see what you got. Will you guys be commentating the pregame wrestling showdown when it comes to Melbourne Ballpark? And
wow.
It would be awesome. I can't give an official answer right now, Nathan.
Wow.
I think that's something you'd have to be there in person for. Buy the tickets, come early. But we will give you an official answer on that soon. I believe I would love to.
Yeah.
Personally.
Be great.
I've never done wrestling
I haven't either.
in my life.
I haven't either.
First for you. You've been around the block. I'm surprised
we could bring some people. I got some friends who I could probably bring in who would be really good.
Okay.
Yeah, like know their wrestling.
All right. We might have to have a packed booth up
there.
Yeah,
we'll have a little powwow with Justin and Mel and the crew and see what they think. Be a lot of fun.
As I think that's the Max Marlaveld cheering section.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Aiden, where were you when you watched your first baseball game, and how old were you? I think, well, in person, I watched my first game at the Oakland Coliseum, back when the Oakland Coliseum was still up in, well, it was Oakland A's versus the Tampa Bay Rays, I believe, in 2011, a year where the A's didn't go to the playoffs. My first game on TV, I think it was White Sox, Red Sox in about 2007. I think I watched Manny Ramirez. Anyways, Ed, what about you before we get into this?
A long time ago would have been Baltimore Orioles. My dad used to take us to the old Memorial Stadium years ago and watch the Orioles. I was maybe 7.
Wow.
8.
Cannot imagine you young. Just playing.
Thanks.
All right, it's Yutaro Takaguchi.
Here we go.
First at bat in an Aces uniform. He's facing Kenta Hitomi. Swings at the first pitch. Flares one to left. Oh, it's just foul.
Oh, it was a heartbreaker.
That would have been awesome.
Oh.
Let's see if Takaguchi can do it again. Let's tell his story. He's 27 years old. He was born in Tokyo, Japan. Started playing baseball at 6 years old. Played for Johoki High School in Tokyo. He actually moved to America in 2017 with big league dreams. Played collegiate baseball. He played at a community college in Iowa. Actually transferred to San Diego Mesa University in 2018. Played from 2018 to 2020. Another JUCO, and he said he loved his time in San Diego. He swings again, 0-2. Then after that, from 2020 to 2025, Takaguchi played for 4 independent ball teams in Japan. And he also included a season off. He played for the Samurai Blaze, Ryukyu Blue Oceans, Wakayama Waves, and even more. As you'll see in 0-2, 1-2. In 2024, he was his league batting champion in indie ball up there. 397, Ed. He hit 397. Wow. He was the MVP of the league and first team all-league.
So good.
He is an indie ball legend up there in Japan. Hit hard to second base. Snared by Pugh. In time.
Actually looks like that's
defensive replacement.
Yeah, so that's Jensen.
Jensen
looks like he's shifted over to second, and Goffstein is in at third.
Goffstein is now at third.
Yep.
The defensive change.
Next about for your Melbourne Aces, Morgan McCullough.
One out, Morgan McCullough, the sneakiest player on this team right now. But not so much on defense. We saw him make a diving play to rob a hit way back when in this game. That feels like 8 hours ago now. And also the catch down the right field foul ground, which he caught over the shoulder with some traffic from his right fielder, Bojarski. Smoked into left center. McCullough's thinking too. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. His second double of the ball game.
That's a really nice play by Williams out there in left field. He got over to that really quickly. That gets to the wall. I think McCullough's on third.
Especially with his speed.
Yeah, exactly. That's right in the wheelhouse. Opposite field. And you watch how fast Williams gets to this thing. One hop, boom, turns around, throws a little off line, but it's a decent throw. But McCullough, as you said, done it again.
Ball gets away. McCullough into third.
First wild pitch of the night for either side.
Jaden Kim, I would say, has had a very solid first game with the Aces.
Yeah, absolutely.
A sac fly RBI, reached on an error, hit by a pitch. He's been doing some work for the club. Softly grounded to first. Stepping on the bag is Milione. It's another RBI from the youngster Jaden Kim.
Yeah, he certainly had a busy night, hasn't he?
Exactly. No hits yet, but he's
really busy night.
He's been involved with everything.
The field, the pop-ups, yeah.
He's been everywhere. Here's Addison Bishop Warren. He's reached twice on 2 free passes. So the Aces get the run right back that the Bees scored in the top of the 8th. 7-run game, just 3 outs away from taking Game 1 of the Continental Cup. Into center field. It gets down for a base hit. Addison Bishop Warren.
Can't keep him down, Andrew. Cannot keep him down.
Whitefield, 2 outs. Smoke to third. There's Goffstein. Gets up to make the throw. Good stretch and pick by Milione. Both sides a nice play. But the Aces pick up another run. 3 outs away from taking Game 1 of the Continental Cup.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Omnigraphics, your leaders in super wide format printing across Australia. With 2 full-scale production facilities in Queensland and Victoria, our centres are equipped to handle the most ambitious printing projects, backed by a dedicated team of over 70 full-time staff. We specialise in a wide range of print formats, from billboards and banners to retail and events. We deliver impactful solutions that stand out in any environment. Our commitment to excellence includes continuous investment in cutting-edge technology, ensuring precision, speed, and reliability. This allows us to tackle even the most complex printing requirements with ease. Dream, design, deliver. Partner with Omnigraphics for your next printing project.
Welcome back in. We have some great fans. You saw the one with the foam finger. Now there's Bryce Harper. It looks like an old Harper jersey. That looks like the Nationals Harper.
It's an Oryx Buffaloes jersey.
Yeah, Oryx Buffaloes. Little Jared Dale action.
Yeah. Gotta like that.
Gotta love the energy from that lady. She is the life of the party.
Now we got a new pitcher on the mound here for the Aces. Liam Puncher did a nice job in the 8th. So Kyle Morrison now will come in, try and close this thing out.
Kyle Morrison, a teammate of Max Charan, who we saw pitching on the other side for the Killer Bees. Teammates back in college for Florida Memorial University in NAIA.
So Pahila, Sickett, and Milian will be your batters in this inning unless a pinch hitter is thrown out there.
Morrison, local guy, 25 years old from Melbourne, but again made the jump to play college baseball in America as he works quickly. Tap towards George, foul.
It's a big guy, Morrison, 6'4".
And so let's talk more about Morrison and that crazy championship ring they won at Florida Memorial. A championship game in the Black College World Series in 2023 went 19 innings. Morrison pitched 7 of them. And they only used 3 pitchers to get through that 19 innings. There was one guy on that squad who went 9 2/3.
That's incredible.
A marathon.
Who'd they beat, did it say?
Well, Ed, you're never supposed to ask that.
Sorry. Florida. They beat South Carolina Southern. I'll look it up. What year was that?
2023.
Okay. I will look it up.
I mean, I just noted the stat down about Morrison being in the game. I mean, for future reference, I will note who they are playing at.
Well, 19 innings.
We don't play. Yeah, only 3 pitchers to get through that. Close.
Oh.
Morrison thought it was strike 3. Bahia will see another. Oh, what a catch! What a catch by a staff member. And, yep, he's going to give the kid the ball.
He's got to give it to that first kid, doesn't he?
Oh, who's he going to give it to?
Wow.
Oh, they're still fighting for the ball. Oh, my gosh, we have to see this.
Oh, dear. They beat Albany State.
Albany State.
In that final.
Swung on and missed. A strikeout for Kyle Morrison.
Ninth strikeout tonight for Aces pitchers.
Jordan Sickett. He's had a night to remember. 2 hits, 2 for 3.
And a home run and been pretty solid behind the plate. It's been impressive.
He went yard.
He did.
2-run bomb.
He went rail yard.
But other than those 2 big home runs from the Bees, I mean, it's been a showing from the Aces pitching staff. Softly hit to Kim at short, scoops, fields, makes the throw in time. Now the Aces are 1 out away, Ed.
Sorry, Max, Andrew.
And there you go. You called me Max, the broadcaster from last year.
Because my dog's name's Max.
Oh.
The future looks bright with the infield. When you look at Hardy, Bishop Warren, now Kim. Like, really, really interesting.
What about pitching? Liam Puncher.
Yeah.
He's looked great.
Sure has.
In these 2 series. Last chance, it's Eddie Milion. He's 0 for 3. Game 1 of the Continental Cup Series. Morrison has been doing a job working that outer part of the zone. He's been
looks sharp.
Very accurate.
Yeah, I agree.
Again to Kim. And that'll do it. An all-around team performance from the Aces, and they collect win number 1 in game number 1 of the Continental Cup.
Well, we got the fireworks coming up, and then we'll hopefully get chat with Lewis Thorp. That's sort of the plan.
That's the plan. The Aces, 12-5 winners, 10 hits to 7 of the Killer Bees, 1 error to 2 of the Killer Bees. A game that started very fast.
Yes.
6 total runs in the first inning. We saw a home run. We saw pitching all over the place, but things settled down, things quieted until the Aces had a big frame in the 7th inning, scoring 4 and ultimately taking it by 7. And we're going to take a break here during the fireworks show, and we will send it down and get an interview with Lewis Thorp. We'll be back in a moment, folks.
enjoyed that, folks. Friday Night Fireworks will be back on Boxing Day. Have a fantastic Christmas.
Welcome back. It was a great fireworks show after the 12-5 Aces win, and we have a special guest down on the field, starting pitcher Lewis Thorp.
Just roll that dial. You can just,
easy.
And then just hold the mic as long as you don't touch down there.
Yeah.
All right.
He's getting
Louis,
some instructions.
can we hear
He's ready to
you?
go.
How we doing, boys?
Amazing. We want to know how you were doing. What was working tonight? 6 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and only 1 walk.
I was just making some good pitches. I made 2 mistakes. The first inning, which was not the best pitch to throw to that guy because he had some power. But I had my curveball working. Changeup was good. I just got quick early outs, which I was very happy with.
The atmosphere was electric tonight. How did those fans help you, and what do you have to say to them?
Oh, mate, the crowd was amazing. It was a great turnout tonight. I just want to thank you to all the fans for coming out. We love your support, and just keep coming.
Lewis, it's Ed Wyatt. Great stuff. Really enjoyed watching you work tonight. Enjoyed watching you a couple weeks ago as well, too. You threw 2 2/3 of really good balls, 6 strikeouts. Something with your hand, right? Was there a little tweak on your finger or something?
Yeah, so I had a blister on my pointer finger, so that cut open. It was an issue for like 2 weeks, so it was just bleeding a lot, and then I had to come out. I couldn't really feel the ball anymore. So it was just a little niggle, but we got that under control now, so we're all good.
What's the energy like with Darryl George back over there at third base? Looks like a great time.
Oh, having Georgie back is awesome, mate. He plays a big role for us, and it's always a joy to have him back. And we missed him in Korea, but now he's back and he's ready to go and he's looking good.
And you came out, Lewis, and then Cam came in. Gibbons threw beautifully, struck out the side. Liam Puncher, young kid, came in to look good, and Morrison finished it off. So, team effort.
Oh, mate, yeah, the bullpen was amazing tonight. The hitting was amazing. This team's bonding well together, and it's just great energy in the clubhouse. The boys are loving it.
Lewis, you looked great out there tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Lewis.
Thank you, fans.
Lewis Thorp, sensational effort tonight. And the thing he pointed out was he made the mistakes on the home runs, but as you pointed out throughout the broadcast, no cheapies, no walks,
he didn't
hit anybody,
himself.
Didn't hurt himself. Exactly.
That's how the Aces won it tonight. A complete team effort. Final score 12-5 in Game 1 of the Continental Cup. Remember, fans, Game 2 tomorrow, same time, same place. It's going to be electric. We'll see you there. It's been Andrew Henderson alongside my partner, Ed Wyatt. Thank you so much for Sportscast putting this broadcast on, and the drone shots, and the replays. Beautiful. It was one heck of a show. So we will see you all tomorrow.
This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.